Roosty! Hi, Roosty! How are you? See you later! Okay, so my family we just got back from like a 5-day trip visiting my family last night, and we got in later than we originally planned. So this morning I've got a lot to unpack, a lot of laundry to do, and I need to now like shower and look somewhat presentable to the world, even though I was already out there this morning. So I'm gonna try to do all that while my daughter is in preschool. She's only there for 3 hours, so I've got now about 2.5 hours to try to get things organized from the trip. And then hopefully I can get back to doing some more market prep later today, because I have the last market of this year this Saturday. So got a little bit more crocheting to do and make sure that I know what I'm going to do in terms of setup wise, because it's only a one table setup, which I always get more stressed out about than having like a full booth setup. So yeah. After taking a shower, I got a big load of laundry started. So I actually have a prioritization problem, especially after starting my small business. I would often just sit in my craft room working on stuff for the business instead of doing housework. It's something I've been trying to work on, but this day I really didn't have much of a choice, because after a day's long trip away from home, we brought back a ton of laundry. Then I put on minimal amount of makeup because I'm not really a makeup person. Have I told you I have a prioritization problem? There was definitely more work around the house that could have gotten done, but I apparently decided laundry was enough, and I sat down to see what needed to be done work-wise, and then got totally distracted and started decorating my phone case. So after about 10 or so minutes doing that, I did get back to work. I had a tote bag full of chickens that needed to be tagged with their prices, so I worked on that and updated my inventory tracker. Doing these simple tasks can be tedious, but they're very important and necessary. And I've learned to put on either some music or ambient sounds while I do these tasks, and they've become fun in their own way. When I first started my small business last year, I was unpleasantly surprised and overwhelmed with all the non-crocheting work I had to do that I hadn't even considered. But over time, I found ways to make even those administrative tasks to be fun or calming and even healing, despite stabbing myself with a pin every once in a while. When that was done, I got all the tagged chickens back in the tote bag so they can be carried all the way over to that side of the room where I had one of my market inventory totes. And that was some laundry that needed folding. I totally forgot was there, so work with me and forget that you saw that. I do have these two that I'm not going to tag just yet because I need to take pictures of them, because these chickens will be added onto my wholesale like buyer's packet listing, so they're gonna be untagged for now. After looking at my inventory tracker, I decided to work on some more chipmunks to take with me this Saturday, so I sat down to do some crocheting while watching YouTube videos. By the way, any crochet products I mention in this video, I'll leave a note in the description who the pattern designers are and where you can find them. I may mention my inventory tracker a lot, especially when I'm talking about market prepping. It's a pretty simple form that I created on Google Sheets that I keep updated, and it tells me how much I have in my current market inventory quantity-wise and how much the whole thing is worth. I also track what plushies I need to make more of on this tracker. Let me know in the comments if this is something you would be interested in seeing in a future video. I just finished this one chipmunk body. The plan was to make 6 more chipmunks for this weekend. But I have these 5 that I did for a wholesale order, but I think I'm just gonna finish these up and put them in my market inventory pile because that's priority right now because that's this weekend and the wholesale order doesn't have to go out till next weekend. So I'm gonna finish these up and put them in that market tote, and I'll just remake whatever I need to make for the wholesale. And in about 20-25 minutes, I need to leave to go pick up my daughter, and I just realized I didn't even have breakfast this morning. I think I'm just gonna grab a quick bite now, so I don't starve to death before I have to leave. After picking up my little girl from preschool, the first thing I do is make her lunch. Her favorite is peanut butter jelly sandwich, which is just fine with me since it's quick and easy to make. While the toaster was doing its thing, I organized some stuff off the kitchen counter that I decided to neglect in the morning. When lunch was all done and cleaned up, I got back to my craft room. I started by recaking the yarn I was using for the chipmunk. It was looking a bit unruly. While the yarn is getting recaked, please like the video and subscribe to tag along with me on my small business adventures in a small town, and don't forget to say hi in the comments. I hope that by watching me, you will see that you can do all of this too, if not way better than I am doing it. Whether it's selling at craft shows, starting your own small business, starting a YouTube channel even, if I'm doing it, you can definitely do it. Then I got back to finishing up the 6 chipmunks by adding on their tails and embroidering in the stripe details. So these chipmunks are one of my best sellers at markets. They did really well this year, and so I've been batch making them a lot, but it's like a no-sew pattern. So basically by batch making, I'm making like the body of the chipmunk as a whole, and I'll make as many as I need to make, and then I'll put the details on them, like adding the tails and then embroidering like the stripes on the back. Batch making it that way seems to just make it go a lot faster, and I can make more in less time. Then I tagged the 6 chipmunks before putting them away. I started selling these this year after I tested the pattern in the fall last year, and it very quickly became a bestseller. I started selling these at $10, but they were doing so well that I raised the price to $12, still pretty early in the year, and they're still selling really, really well. But I mean, look at it. Who can resist? That is it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I can't wait to see you with my next video.